So I don't have to be a member of the Nevada bar. There's a lot of immigration lawyers in California who aren't members of the California bar. It's interesting.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that until I remember asking my dad, like, well, wait, he's a member of the Washington, D.C. bar? How can he practice immigration law?
Yeah.
So that's one benefit, is I don't have to be licensed there. Although I am scheduled to take the Nevada bar in July just to prove that I can do it. And I think it'd be a good benefit to have.
The whole team's counting on you, man.
Right?
We got you.
No pressure, right? Anyway, back to, so we started kind of like a small Facebook campaign, a social media campaign, and word of mouth. Las Vegas is a very compact town, even though it's 2 million people in the metropolitan area. It's small. And so word got out, our social media campaign got out, and our business has grown tremendously in Las Vegas, where it's a huge percentage of our business. And I'm there probably 3-4 times a month.
Really?
I've got to know the streets. I know where to go. And luckily my wife and I are empty nesters, so I have the time to do it.
Sure.
If my kids were at home, I'm not sure I would have done it. So it takes a lot of time away.
I bet, because that is a lot of travel. It's a quick flight though, right?
It's 45 minutes. I live 15 minutes from the airport, as long as they keep having pre-check, which we have. It's easy.
Yeah.
But it's still, and we're really busy there. And so that's how it came about. It came about as like, let's experiment, because just anecdotally, there didn't seem to be much immigration that was geared to the Spanish-speaking community. But we in Las Vegas have clients from all nationalities, all languages, everybody.
Do you think you could take what you're doing currently,
right,
document the process, and then apply it to other cities that may be similar to Vegas?
If I had a, yes, but if I had a partner or somebody that I could really trust in those cities.
Yeah.
Because it's still tough to manage time difference and everything else. And, there's nothing like being in person and seeing the operation. So, like today I'm gone, but my staff is doing things. That's fine, a day or two, but yes, I'd like to open eventually. We maybe could open other offices, but I think it would be with a partnership with somebody else.
Do you have a staff in the Vegas office?
I have people that help me there.
Yeah.
But that's one thing, the challenges for 26 is getting a more permanent staff, because I did not anticipate that we would grow to the extent we've grown in Las Vegas. So
that's a good problem to have.
It's a real good problem. I'm not complaining.
Yeah. Have you thought about how you would manage that? What it would look like?
That is a work in progress. Perhaps an associate will join me in Las Vegas. It might have his or own book of business, but kind of combine our practices. That's realistically the way it is.
You'd almost need like some sort of office manager or someone that actually manages the physical office itself.
Right. Yeah, and somebody you can trust and verify everything, and it's tricky.
Here's an interesting idea. Yeah. So I didn't know that this was the name of the term, but do you know what an MSO is?
I have no idea.
Okay, so whenever you did PI, you know how like sometimes you'll have these medical providers where you can go through them for like a chiro, an ortho, an MRI. So MSOs, and so it's managed services organizations. Okay. So that apparently Chad Burton, that's something that they're doing with Modern Law. And it would be kind of an interesting thing for your setup where you've got this MSO that sort of manages the operations, but the legal fulfillment's maybe done by either that associate that you have there or someone else. That was kind of an interesting idea.
It is interesting.
Yeah.
That's the wave of the future.
Yeah.
Consolidation and, the nationalization of all these practices.
Do you think that's actually going to happen? Because I've been hearing about that for 15 years, and I've only recently seen some of it starting to happen.
Listening to other podcasts and anecdotally, I think it'll happen if you have a practice that generates, or a firm that generates X amount of money, you might be a good target for at least consolidation. I don't know about, venture capital or private equity, but I think, I know, like, for example, Sweet James, the PI attorney from started in Southern California, he's big in Las Vegas. He's big here in Arizona. I was in Atlanta about 6 months ago, and there's a Sweet James billboard. Yeah. So I think he's consolidated, and then that might be the wave of the future. I haven't seen it yet in immigration, but it seems to be the way things are going.
Maybe Karlin and Karlin might be
the Morgan and Morgan of immigration.
It could be.